wanna come trying to take my gun, son, you better be bulletproof.
Dennis Scott giving a shout out to everybody saying what's up. So I thought I'd take this time to do an in-depth review on the FORNEY Flux Core, yes, Flux Core 140. It's a little 110 unit that I've had for just over 2 years now. Oh no, not 2 years, about a year and a few months. But I use the shit out of this thing. This thing has paid for itself 50 times over, just with local repairs, mower repairs, deck repairs. And I'm waiting on my third roll. You guys saw my other video there. I'm waiting for my third roll of wire here. I already went through 2 rolls. So this is an unbiased, real review on the FORNEY 140 FC. The ground had some minor issues. I swapped out the tips. And so far the same liner, I've used the same liner, so that hasn't, there's been no issues with that yet. But I just go inside here. What I do is I take the cover off, I pull the fan, which you should be doing with any welder, by the way. Any welder is an electronic device. It needs to be clean. So a year and 6 months or something like that, what I do is I take my redneck compressor, blow dryer, and I get a paintbrush, and I brush everything down nice. I pull out the fan. I just got done cleaning, doing a detail on the fan, because you know with flux core wire, you get shit all over the place, man. That brown shit, it just gets everywhere. So I did an in-depth cleaning of that. Also the cover, I dropped in the sink, and I get a paintbrush and some soapy water, and I clean up the whole inside really good. If you would have saw this thing before, it was pretty rank. So this is what, I mean, I do this with all my welders. I had a few Lincolns and I had a Miller 252, all of which are gone now thanks to Trump and his golden fucking era. I can't even afford lights at the other end of the shipping container, but these are the golden years, right people? Yeah, so in any event, so that's pretty much what I do. I get the redneck blower and I blow it out and I clean it out really nice. I do both sides. Whenever I get a new roll of wire, I'll do this. I'm gonna say every 6 months. Every 6 months with a flux core welder, you should strip it down and just do a basic cleaning. But as you can see, she's pretty much new inside. And I'll tell you what, this little FORNEY flux core welder, I have had this on top of a shipping container. I have had this on a 150-foot cord, and I've welded easily 3/16 with it. This is a rock solid little machine. It really is a great little machine. For you guys that are on a budget, I don't know if you're familiar with FORNEY at all. They're an American company, however, I do think that this is an import. They're an American company though, their warranty is pretty good. And I mean, you know, for what it is, I mean, I only paid $125 for this. Brand new. And I use it everywhere. I just built that English wheel. That whole English wheel was built with a flux core welder. You know, a lot of the artistic stuff that I do here, I do a little stuff online for guys wanting stuff. Here's a little ace of spades for, it's a tank dasher welded onto your chopper gas tank. You know, I mean, you could do lots of shit with a flux core welder. I'm in a real rural area, and air gas, the corporate cancer that has taken over the welding industry, has deemed a tank of gas now $170 fucking dollars. You know what I mean? I picked these wheels up on eBay, a 10-pound reel flux core for $14 with free shipping. For a 10-pound roll. So air gas can go fuck himself. I'll just use this for now until my financial shit is in order, and I'll go back to MIG. But for right now, this little 140, incredible little machine, man. So I'm gonna pop this thing back together, clean everything up, and I'll check back with you in about, I don't know, half hour. If you wanna pop this fan out on the FORNEY 140 flux core, all you gotta do is you take your cover off, and then you take out that one screw. That one screw goes to the base, and then you'll be able to cock this back enough, you pull that back a little bit, and you unplug the fan right here. The fan unplugs right there. So when you plug the fan in, you want to trail it up through this, under that, and then you plug your fan in. So there she is, all put back together and clean, pretty much like brand new. But just a real quick review on it. It just has a cheap little plastic mechanism, no different than like the Lincoln 175. I had a Lincoln 175 for years, and with the plastic rollers, I mean, it worked just fine. The only issue I ran into with this Forney flux core was about 10.5 pounds in, it started to slip right there. And when I pull the wheel off, you just go like this here, you pull the wheel off. I took a wire brush and I cleaned out. See those little, there's little teeth in there for flux core wire. And I wire brushed it and I cleaned it out, and then it started feeding fine again. But that's the only issue that I really have with this welder since I've had it, and that was about 15 pounds of wire in. You know, I guess the wear from the wire, you know, builds up inside those little teeth. You just gotta wire brush it, clean it out, put it back on. But she's been a good little fucking welder, man. And I'm not somebody to really do, I'm not really a Chinesium guy. I like to buy American stuff. But this little fucking welder here, man, this thing is damn good. Like I said, you can run it on a 150-foot extension cord, and if you chamfer right, you can weld 3/16 with it, man. You know, I run 035 in it. They say not to. However, the wheel has the option for 035, so I run the heavier wire in it, which is fine for 1/8 inch and up. If you're gonna weld sheet metal, go with the 030. It's a little smaller, it's not quite as hot. The only time I blow the breaker on this thing is when I crank it all the way on 10. I'll get about 2 minutes out of it, and then the breaker will blow. It's not the welder, it's the fucking breaker. And I have a 20 amp in there. But because I'm running the heavier wire, you have more heat, and that's what happens. But on this English wheel over here that I'm doing now, a lot of the 1/4 inch plate, I chamfer and stuff, I run it all the way up on 10, and I gotta weld a little bit, and then the breaker blows, and I gotta reset the fucking breaker. But it's not the welder doing that. I have still not, in about the 1.5 years that I've owned this, I have still not gotten to the duty cycle. Right here, there's a little button for when it overheats. I have still not reached that point, and I have welded for sometimes 40 minutes at a time, and I have not reached the duty cycle. Anybody who doesn't know the duty cycle, when the motor gets hot, it'll go into autopilot mode, or whatever you want to call that shit, where the fan blows and it cools down, and then it'll go off. You know, it's like an overheat mechanism. But yeah, I would suggest it, man. The Forney 140 flux core welder. Like I said, I'm not really big on the Chinesium shit, but you know, Forney is an American company. Even though this is Chinese or whatever the fuck it is, man, it is a good little welder. It really, really is. It's portable, it's lightweight, it takes a 10-pound roll, and like I said, I'm working on my third. I'm working on my third 10-pound roll in a 1.5 years, and this little thing is damn good little welder. I guess maybe because it's an American company and they keep on these Chinese, you know, and they make sure the quality is there. It's got a heavy duty case. The case is nice and heavy duty. It's not like that flimsy shit, you know. I don't know. The fit and finish is really nice. It's nice and tight. It's so tight that right there, look, watch. You just gotta push that in a little bit. The fit is so tight on this thing, man. It's just a nice little welder. So I mean, the MIG gun, there's nothing to write home about. It's just a real cheap vinyl, whatever, but it's held up. It's definitely held up. The gun itself is pretty good. I mean, I've gotten pretty hot here, so I had to replace this hose. I got some clear rubber hose. I put it over there, and then I taped it because she got real hot one time. I was welding for like good 45-50 minutes. But it's the same nozzle. It's the same everything. And like I said, a 1.5 years, and I'm working on my third roll of wire. So, I mean, the gun ain't nothing to write home about, but it's pretty good. It's holding up. The switch, there's no issues with the switch. Nothing. Ground clamp, nothing to write home about. Your cheap Chinesium ground clamp, you know. The wire's decent. It's not some cheap shit wire. I just keep them hung up on here. I found this little thing here to hang everything up on. You have infinite controls as far as your wire speed and your heat. You know, they don't lock in. You're not limited by your range as far as heat and wire speed. That's my review on the FORNEY 140 flux core welder. Don't underestimate flux core, man, especially with the price of gas and where air gas is going with this bullshit. A flux core welder is perfectly fine if you learn how to weld with it. Dennis Scott giving a shout out to everybody. I'll check you later.
If you wanna come try to take my gun, son, you better be bulletproof.